Welcome back to ShipTech, where we dive deep into the world of marine engineering and vessel technology. Today, we're talking about one of the most important and sometimes most misunderstood pieces of navigation equipment on board: the marine radar. If your radar rotates but shows no targets, or the display reads "No radar detected," stay tuned. By the end of this video, you'll understand the most common radar problems and how to tell if it's a network issue, hardware failure, or just operator error. Radar, short for radio detection and ranging, is the eyes of your vessel when visibility drops. On merchant ships, it's mandatory. Many vessels even carry 2 radars for redundancy. Pleasure boats may not be required to have radar, but a working unit and a skilled operator can truly be a lifesaver. Because when fog or darkness blinds the watchkeeper, radar becomes your primary collision avoidance device. Still, no radar replaces a good human lookout. Eyes through glass, but it sure helps when you can't see a thing. When radar fails, symptoms can tell a story. If your radar screen says "No radar detected," it's often a network connection issue, especially on modern digital radars that use Ethernet links. But if the radar powers up, rotates normally, and still shows no targets, the problem may lie deeper, either in transmit or receive functions. Here's a quick test. Switch to the longest range, turn sea and rain clutter filters off, and increase the gain. If the screen stays completely blank, your radar likely isn't receiving. If you see grass, that evenly scattered background clutter, receive is working, but you may not be transmitting. On older analog radar systems, a broken coax video cable can also cause a blank screen. So sometimes the fix is as simple as repairing one connection. Let's look at the 3 most common issues. Number 1. No targets, usually caused by transmit problems. A failed magnetron, modulator board, or power supply. These are high-voltage components, so repairs should only be done by a certified technician with an FCC GROL and Marine Radar Endorsement. Number 2. Weak targets. 9 times out of 10, this is operator error. Maybe the gain is too low, or sea rain clutter filters are set too high. Sometimes the radar display you think you're looking at is actually just a chart plotter. Proper training and hands-on practice make all the difference. Always test and adjust your radar in clear weather, not when you're surrounded by fog. Number 3. Targets jump or move around. This is a synchronization issue. Radar measures distance by timing the return echo, and direction by counting bearing pulses and heading pulses. If those pulses are missing or noisy, the radar loses orientation. That's when targets seem to jump, rotate, or drift on the screen. Every radar needs to know where 12 o'clock, the vessel's heading, really is. The heading pulse tells the radar when the array passes the bow. If that pulse fails, the radar doesn't know where the bow is, and everything you see becomes misaligned. A failed reed switch, magnet, or optical interrupter can cause this. If you see a pie-shaped blank area on your radar screen, it's often a failed bearing pulse generator. If targets are painted in the wrong direction, it's probably the heading pulse sensor. Even dust or moisture inside the optical sensor can block bearing holes, causing that mysterious missing slice effect on the radar display. Sometimes, the fix is simple. If your display says "No radar detected," check the network cables, switches, and power connections. Many digital radar issues can be resolved with a restart, firmware update, or menu setting. Manufacturers often have online troubleshooting guides, and tech support can walk you through the exact reset steps for your model. Here's the takeaway. Understanding how radar works is the foundation for understanding why it doesn't. Before calling for service, always ask, what does work? Did it ever work? Can I simplify the setup to just the radar and display? Make clear, repeatable tests, and keep notes. If you're unsure, leave deeper diagnostics to the pros. And remember, a radar is only as good as the operator behind it. Practice often in good visibility, so when you need it most, it's second nature. Stay safe, stay smart, and keep your radar turning. I'm your name, and this is ShipTech, bringing marine technology to life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow mariners.